So this is how I do my crochet doll hair. I'm sure there are lots of different methods out there. This is the one that not only do I enjoy the results of, but I actually enjoy like the work of doing it. And for me, this method works both on the larger size dolls that I do and also these smaller sizes that I've done for my Great British Crochet Off Challenge. So first thing, you're gonna figure out how long you want the hair to be. So I base that off of the very top of the head, and I will just hold a piece here. And for this one, it's around to like the mid of her back. Hold my finger there, and I'm gonna cut a length twice as long as I want the hair to be. This is gonna be my sample for how long I want every single length of this doll's hair to be. And then you're gonna cut a lot of those. What I end up doing is I'll take my like sample one and I will hold it there and I will just measure them out, folding it over at the end, over and over, until I have a handful much larger than this one. But let's pretend I've made like 50 of them. Give it a snip, and then you can snip all of the ends, and then you have your lengths of hair. And then you're gonna take it folded in half, and how I apply it to the head is I literally take a smaller crochet hook, I will stick it under one of my chains here, I hook the folded over part of the hair onto it, I pull it through, and then I reach through, do a little slip, and now you have it secured. How I generally start it is I'll make sure there's ears, if there's ears included, on the doll, so I kind of know where that line is going to be. And then I will do the hairline first, so I kind of know my outside border, and that also lets you know like how much you're gonna need to fill it in. And then once you've done your hairline with that method, you can just fill in the middle, and you don't need to use, I would do a heavier amount on the hairline than you do in the middle, and you get this nice full head of hair that's plenty of fun for like kids to play with and braid. Before, you could see I had it like tied back. And after you've put them all in, you can trim it, give her a haircut. The great thing about cutting doll hair is if you mess it up, you can just pull it out and put some new hair in and start over. So don't be afraid to like trim and give it a style. Bangs are just done the exact same way. You can use the direction of your knots to kind of force the direction of the hair, especially if you're trying to do like a middle part or if you're trying to do bangs here. And then sometimes I leave it unbrushed out, like we have this doll here, and we have Mary Berry, whose hair is not brushed out. Sometimes to give it a wave, I will brush all of it out completely. And for that, I literally just use this little plastic hairbrush. These two were trimmed and then brushed out just to give them some like wavier texture. And like I said, you can absolutely style it. She's got two little mini buns on top. And for this guy, who's not quite finished yet, I just wanted to give him a little bit of texture, so I just brushed out some of it, but I left some of the pieces whole because I just wanted him to have the littlest of waves. Let me know if you have any other questions. As I said, I'm gonna be posting a tutorial for this size like next month, and when I do that, I'll do like a full video of like me actually doing all of the hair. And then I think for that one, I'm gonna either just like plain old untwist all of the lengths or brush them out, but for a larger size, just to see what that looks like. Last note, make sure you remember you can also mix colors together, and that looks especially cool when you do the brushed out method. I hope that helps. Have the best day.